What's going on, everybody? Adam here with eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the CURT 4 hanging style bike rack on our 2015 Nissan Murano. So you got 4 bikes. This bike rack is going to be able to carry 4 bikes. We are going to have a maximum capacity of 180 pounds, so that's 45 pounds per cradle. So regardless of what kind of bike you may have, let's say you got a kid's bike. That's actually where this design really shines, okay? So up on back here, from the middle of the cradle to the middle of the cradle is going to be about 13 inches, but in the front, it's only going to be about 6. So for the smaller bikes, you don't really have to worry about getting a bike converter or anything like that. The kiddos bikes are going to fit on here very, very well. And the one thing I really like about it is they give you options. So you have these pegs for all the rubber little tie downs, but this is going to be able to rotate around. So if the smaller little section right here works better for the bike, use that side. If this one works a little bit better for the bike, use that side. And if this one, you get the picture. We have all those adjustments for all the cradles, and we have 2 different widths to work with. I love that. It's pretty much the end-all be-all bike rack for all the different bikes you may throw at it. One thing I was thinking, I'm like, okay, we have 45 pounds per cradle, but it's got a capacity of 180 pounds. If you really needed to put your e-bike on here, I only suggest maybe 1, if that, but make sure it's on the closest cradle to the center mast to not really put all that weight on the outermost edge here. So always keep that into consideration. Let's take a look on how it really interacts with the bike. So the cradle down here is going to be the anti-rattle or anti-sway, so that's going to pretty much just prevent that from happening. And these straps are going to last a long time. I have dealt with a lot of these straps over many years, and they've been keeping up quite a bit. And they are thick, and they won't scratch your bikes, so that's always nice. Do the same thing with this one here, and then go ahead and take your bike off the rack. Set to the side. So let's see how much length we added to the vehicle. I'm going to pretty much measure from the bumper all the way to the outermost point, and that is going to be about 36.5 inches. Nice thing is, though, we can fold these down, but before I do that, we can actually fold the whole entire thing away. So that's the tilting feature. Go ahead and we're going to pull this little pin back here. Once we get this pin out of the way, pull that out, pull this up, and we can access the back. It's always nice buying something that goes in your hitch that's not going to limit the car that you have. And this one, it's not, but you will have to take the bikes off the rack to be able to get back there. So let's say you get to the trails, you go ahead and get all your bikes off, all your gears in the back, tilt it away, you can access it pretty easily. Always put the pin back, and it does have a cable, so you don't have to worry about losing it. I lose things quite often, and I won't lose this pin. I might lose this one, but if you need a replacement, we have one on our website. So let's go ahead and fold this down, see how much space we're saving behind our car. Kind of wiggle it out like that. Fold it down. Put it back in. Done deal. And that's going to break it down to about 11 inches, which is pretty good. One thing you really need with this bike rack is a 2-inch hitch. Make sure you have a 2-inch hitch so it fits in there. And we are going to get an anti-rattle bolt that comes with it, which keeps it nice and secure with the shank, so you don't really have to worry about it. It does not come with a cable lock for your bikes, nor does it come with a lock for this rack. So if you need one, we have a bunch of them. Just go ahead and go on our website, pick whichever one is best for you. And when it comes to how much ground clearance we're going to have, just go up to your hitch that you have on your car right now and just measure from the bottom end of that tube, and that is pretty much going to be your height for the rack. It's going to be about 10 inches for our Murano here, and it's going to sit from the hitch pin hole all the way to the outermost point, about 15¼ inches. That's pretty much all there really is about this bike rack and how it really meshes with the Nissan Murano. And again, this was a 2015 Nissan Murano, and this was the CURT 4 hanging style bike rack.
This is our test course. Let's start with the slalom. This shows side-to-side action, such as turning corners or evasive maneuvering. Then on to our alternating speed bumps. This shows twisting action, such as hitting curbs, potholes, road debris, or uneven pavement. And last of all, the solid speed bumps. This shows up and down action, such as driving through a parking lot or parking garage, or driving in and out of a driveway.